Welcome folks to the live. You're at my local abandoned orphanage here in the west of Scotland, and during setting up I've already had my light turning off. Footsteps are from above, and I've done a session with the Spirit Talker app, and it shut down 3 times, and every time it came on again I had the name Charles come through. So there we go. Thank you for joining us folks. This is an abandoned orphanage in the west of Scotland. Been coming here for years and it's very active. So I'd like to wish you all, this is what we call Hogmanay here in Scotland. This is the last day of the year 2023. Down here we have a flashy cat ball, and over there and at this door here we have the REM pod. Pretty light travelling today, but this place always got bangs and on command. So thanks for joining everybody who's joining us. I'm sure some of you who's joined us has been here before. Just like to call out to any spirit in the building, please come forward. Please come forward and say hello. Over the years folks, we've had Stephen in here. Steve, he's always come through every time we've been here, and this year we've hardly heard him at all until today. I was walking outside and I had the Spirit Talker app on, and Steve came through to say hello. So thank you very much for that, Steve. We have some of our cat balls on the floor here if you'd like to come forward and activate them. Down here we have the REM pod. If you go near it, it will go off and send a net. Now look at that folks, we've had lots of snow yesterday. A few inches of snow, and there's lots of thaw dripping through the roof here. Thank you to all the people who've joined so far. I'm trying to stand in a place where I'm not getting dripped on. So this is the west of Scotland. It's 1:15 in the afternoon. I've already been up here for an hour or so doing other videos for the YouTube channel, and it's been fairly active. So hopefully the activity carries on to this live. This is my second live on TikTok ever. I've had it a couple of years, so excuse me if I'm being rusty. I'm not entirely sure how to use it. But this is a very active building here in the west of Scotland. It started off its life 1899 as a sailor's orphanage, and it was that right through to the 1960s, where it became the Boys Brigade. Its main retreat here in Scotland, west of Scotland, and all the other Boys Brigade regiments, if you call them that, from all over Scotland spent time here and camped here. And away up out the back there, out in the fields, there was a swimming pool out there as well, that I know a young boy drowned there. So we'll try and find out his name today, the little boy that drowned. In my mind's eye last year, there was a staircase over the other side here. I saw a girl, she hung herself from that. People would, when it was a school like that, it was so strict and severe, people would rather do harm to themselves than stay. So, calling any spirits, if you please give me a sign that you're here. So I said we've got the cat balls up the floor here in front of us, and the REM pod at the side. But we know we always get knocks and bangs off you, so could you do that for the people who's watching on TikTok? Just as I was setting up somebody or something happened to my light and it turned off. Now I can smell burning now again. Who's that burning? There's always burning smell here. Welcome to the new viewers. I'll take a little walk up here just to show Spirit. Look, Spirit, there's a cat ball here you can touch, okay? And there's another one just here. There we go. Now if you look back on the YouTube channel, folks, from this summer we were up here and we caught a big light flash flying right through this corridor and bent and right into that room here, and I caught it on camera. So let's see how you doing. Yep, hello. Let me see if there's any comments here. Just tell me everybody who's joined. Thank you very much everybody who's joined. This is my first real kind of live. So it is, so thank you very much. Spirit, can you come forward and activate some of our devices here, please? You know me very well. I've been coming here for years. You know I'm not going to do any damage to the building. I'm not going to be a nuisance to yourself in any way. What about Charles? You've come through 3 times today, Charles, on the other device. Could you make a noise for me or activate one of our devices on the floor? Paranormal Explorations UK, hello, hello back. Nearly the same name. Nearly the same name. Well, we are based in central Scotland here today. This is an old orphanage. Come BB retreat, Boys Brigade retreat, and then latterly a List D school. And it's very active here. Don't normally come in here myself because I know what's happened to me in the past here. But I feel up to it to you in Cornwall. Some distance between us. How was your weather in Cornwall? Here's ours in Scotland. It's 4 degrees C today as well. No wind, not too bad actually. But the meltage, the runoff from the snow is pretty bad in here. So take a little walk up to this archway here, so I don't stand on my cat balls. Every time I stand in this, for some reason, in this archway here, I always smell burning. Now, is it going to happen today? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Wet and windy. Unlucky it's been. We've had that here for, oh, it seems weeks. Horrible, horrible wet and windy here. Really damaging storms. So I'm not smelling smoke here burning for once. So Spirit, please, I invite you to come along and make one of your trademark bangs from this corridor. You always bang. It's very damp. You know that smell of damp plasterwork. So I'm standing outside taking a video for my YouTube channel on the video camera, and something affected me out there. It made me feel very dizzy and I nearly passed out, which is the first time that's ever happened to me anywhere. So I'm not sure what that was. And I had my lunch my breakfast before I come up here this morning, so it's not blood sugars or something. So there we go, folks. If anybody feels anything on the live, anybody wants me to ask a question, please feel free and I'll pass it on and see if we can get an answer. We on TikTok, Facebook. Okay, I'll look you up. I'll look you up there, my friend. Paranormal Explorations UK. I'll look you up. We're on Facebook. Mainly Facebook group, Paranormal Exploring UK. Big drip right on my phone there. And TikTok, I don't really... Now that was a bang there, I heard. Did anybody pick that bang up? I heard that bang. Who made the bang? That's just me standing in front of the light, folks. That's not a shadow. I'll stand out this side out the road. Who made the bang there? Can you activate one of our balls or our REM pod? That would be fantastic if you could. And Steve, thank you very much for coming through to me again, Steve. It's been a while. I'm up here every few weeks and I've hardly heard you this year so far, and you came through today to me, so thank you. Thank you very much. And Charles, I wonder who Charles is. Charles has been mentioned 3 times today. I wonder who you are, Charles. Could you make a noise to let me know that you're here? I don't think we've had Charles here before. I'm getting dripped on like mad. I'm trying to stand out the way. I've got an old hippie hoodie on, and I don't want it's wool, and I don't want it weighing about 5 stone time I leave here. Hello, people who's joined. This is the old orphanage here in the west of Scotland. It's been derelict since 1998. Was in reasonable shape up until then, but 2 years ago someone burned it down. There we go, you can see the sky now. It's a shame. It was a very active building. We always hear breathing in our ears here in the corridors beside us, growls, deep breaths and bangs. Bangs usually on command. It usually happens just as we're leaving, we say goodbye and boom! So maybe here if it happens today. So thank you for joining Puke, Paranormal Exploring UK, at the old orphanage here in the west of Scotland. Let's go a little walk, see if we can drum any activity up for you. This is where I always smell burning. Now, did you hear that in there? Who's in there? Come out and see me, come out and touch me, come out and say hello. If that's you, Steve or Charles. That was a drip that time. That was a drip that time. I can't go too deep into the building, folks, because we lose signal. This is about the only place I can go live here. So Spirit, you know me very well. I've been here for years and years and years. Incidentally, folks, as I was outside, what window was it? It wasn't that. See that window up there? I was outside standing in the front doing a bit of ghost tube seer, and I turned round and there was a face came in from that I was going to watch. But there's no floor up there, so there was somebody watching me. That's why I've been forced to come in and thought I'm going in here today alive, see if I can pick anything up. So my name's Stuart. I shouldn't need to explain any of that to you, you know me by now. Please come and say hello to me. Activate one of our devices that's lying on the floor. The REM pod, incidentally, folks, has never went off here. Never went off. I do have my EVP recorder with me. I've got the Zoom H4n with me. Never really caught in on that. It's a strange one. You always physically hear it in your own ears. And there's over the other side through the building there and into the dark part is very, very active in there. But it's inside, there's roof covered and you lost signal in there. So please, can you touch one of our balls there for the people watching? That would be really good. I'd appreciate that a lot. If Steve's here, Steve is still here with me, please, Steve. You like the cat balls, don't you? You love them, in fact. In fact, I tell a lie. The REM pod did go off out the back, up in the boiler house. And it was basically interacting with Steve every time that's on one of my shorts on my YouTube channel, Paranormal Exploring UK. Hello other people who's joined, thanks for your likes. And this is Hogmanay in Scotland. We're all getting ready for the bells, we call it here tonight. Well, I won't be up in my bed. Can't be bothered with that. The TV over the past 10 years in Scotland is absolutely diabolical. There's no point even watching it. It'd be better coming up here tonight, spending the bells. So I'm asking Spirit, please activate one of our balls there, so as I know where you are and which way to point. The place is usually lots of crows. You see the roof come down there with the fire. A couple of precariously balanced red brick. Is there anyone here with me? Please come ahead. Steve and Charles, Sarah has come through today as well. What I would like to know is who made me dizzy? Who nearly made me pass out? I would like to know that. Nearly made me pass out. Sorry, I need to drop my phone. I'm getting dripped on all the place, folks. Sorry about that. So, Spirit of the orphanage. It's nice and quiet locally here. Can you make a noise for me? I know you're capable of it. You've done it many times in the past for me. Steve or Charles? Steve or Charles with me? And the thing is, folks, the keys. Listen for the keys. I've never heard keys before here, but there we go. That's something to listen for, Kirsty. Thanks very much. I've never heard keys here. It's always knocks, bangs and growls and deep breaths. When I first came here an hour or so ago, there was walking above me, but not here on the floorboards. There was footsteps on a floor above me, but it had no floor on it. REM pod's getting wet here, folks. Hold on. That's me. Let's move this up here at the road. We're getting an awful lot of thaw runoff here. I'll put the REM pod there, okay? There we go, that's what to do. You touch that and it makes a nice noise. Okay, Kirsty, when did you hear... Oh no, folks, I'm starting to feel dizzy again. I think we're going to get something here. That happened to me outside. Who's affected me today? It's never happened here before. Somebody's making me feel very lightheaded. Kirsty, when did you investigate it? Was this lately you heard the keys here? That's interesting. I've never heard that. A few months ago. Great, it was something to listen out for in the future. If you look back on my YouTube channel, we were at this very point here. We were doing Black Mirror scrying in this room. And when I come out to pick up, I think it was a REM pod or something down here, a white light came out from under me, turned on its side and flew into that room. We caught it on camera. Do not know what it was. It was a big light as well. Through that side, Kirsty, up the back. I've tried in the dark side of this over there, and I kept up the back okay. It's the children's kind of dorms up there. There's a huge big owl lives up I don't know if you've seen the big owl that's up in the rafters. I've got that smell again I got outside, folks. I think the energy's building up. I think we're going to get something here. The cupboard that he locked the kids in, okay. Well, I'm here myself today. I don't really like going prowling when I'm alone, really. But that's just me walking in front of the light, folks. That's nothing. That's just me walking in front of a light. I don't like prowling too deep into places when I'm here alone, really, safety wise. But there's some level of abuse in this place, and it has welded itself. There is stone tape theory here. We keep picking up on stuff. So we're very quiet. Got the 2 cat balls and the REM pod on the floor. I'd appreciate it, and everybody watching would appreciate it if you come and activate them. There's not even a bang today, that's unusual. Or a breath. I'm kind of sensitive, kind of clairaudient as well. Since I've done my Reiki level 1 attunement, I was always clairvoyant anyway. I could always see things, but my clairaudience has ramped up big style. I can hear stuff. I can hear a lot of stuff that I didn't hear before. So let's try and go up here again. In this wee archway, I always smell burning. There's always burning smell happens when I'm standing right here. And true to form, it hasn't happened today, because we're expecting it. Kirsty, I don't know if you've been here during the day or at night, but saying that, anywhere I or the team go to during the day, we get a lot more activity during the day than we do at night. And that's strange, isn't it? You'd think it would happen at night. I think a lot of teams... Oh, now there's a bang there, folks. Hello, Leanne. Leanne's part of the team as well, folks. You're sober enough to come on today, Leanne. That's not bad. I'm just up at my local haunt, so to speak. It's only 10 minutes drive from the house, so I'll come here quite a lot. And on 2 occasions so far, I've nearly passed out something. It's only 10 minutes drive from the house, so I'll come here quite a lot. And on 2 occasions so far, I've nearly passed out something. It's very quiet. I was just saying that we get more activity during the day anywhere we go. Although Leanne, that time we went to the last place we were at and we had that big breath beside us, that was at night, but it's very quiet. I know, Leah, I tried to stay up last night for a couple of beers and I think I'm going to stop drinking from tonight onwards. I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all, so... Well, Spirit, I'm going to have to go soon because my hand is absolutely numb holding this phone. Snow must be bad up your way, Leanne. It's quite bad here, but it must be terrible up there. So please, Steve, I'm starting to wind down to go home now, Steve, so it was great to hear from you today. You've kept yourself quiet this year. So thank you very much for coming through and saying hello. And we will be back very soon as well, and no doubt. Being so close to my house, this is my nearest place. I love it. It's my nearest and most active, so I'm very lucky with my location. Very lucky. So I'm going to give it another 5 minutes here, folks. In spirit, please come and say hello to me, or make a noise, make a bang, move something, touch me. You're welcome to do that. Not touching me with any velocity, of course, just a nice touch my arm, or a wee pull at the trouser leg, don't care. And this is Hogmanay. I wonder if you've got any plans up here tonight for a party. What did you do for a party up here? Now look at that, folks. That's not even mine. There's a ball, it's flashing under the fucking ground. Jesus, look. Okay, well, that's interesting. That could have been mine from the past, because I'm missing one a few months ago. That's probably mine. And it's still going. Okay, well, we've had something here, folks. What about these other two balls up here? Let me just clean my fingers from that. There we go. Well, we got something. That just caught my eye here. Can we activate any other ones for the people watching? That'd be great. The last 5 minutes, then we have to go home. What about Sarah? Charles? Steve? You got any parties planned for this evening? Hogmanay, what are you doing for the bells? Kind of beat the days where Scotch and Rye was on. Only an excuse. Scotch and Rye. New Year TV here is just absolute, not even worth turning on anymore. It's abysmal. It's just my breath in front of the camera there, folks. So, right, 2 minutes, folks. Can we have a bang? We're getting ready to leave. And don't stop watching the live until the very end, folks, because this, when I'm walking out the door, we always got a bang behind us, so I'll be interested to see if that happens today as well. Can any of the spirits here give us a noise or a sign? And I'll not be here till next year again. This is the last day of the year. 20 to 2 in the afternoon. Big drips all over the place, man. It's murder. My big hippie hoodie is going to end up weighing about 8 stone. Down at my knees. So, now folks, I don't know if you've heard that. I do not know if it picked it up, but it was that heavy breath again. Thank you very much, whoever that was. There was a behind me, coming from here. Can you do that again? Can you do that again for me? Did anybody hear that? Could anybody watching the live tell me if they heard that? Deep breath. A deep out sigh of breath there. Interesting to know if anybody heard that. Thought it was me. No, it wasn't me. Definitely. It happens here all the time, that even outside you hear that kind of a big deep exhalation of breath. Well, thanks for that anyway. You certainly keep that record at 100%. Interesting to play that back myself. But don't know what timestamp this is at. I can't see a running timestamp on this. It's obviously near the end, so. Okay, well thanks for that. That was very good of you. Just to top it all off, could you touch one of my devices here? We've got the REM pod, as I say. A cat ball there. Another one there. And folks, 10 minutes ago when I walked down here, there was a cat ball under the ground there. See that hole? It started flashing. This one here. I think it's one of mine because I'm a space missing in my case. And I just saw it flashing under the ground. That's amazing. Right folks, well, I'm winding down. I'm going to pick up my equipment. Please stay on the live because always something happens just as we walk out of here. One ball. Two balls. And my REM pod. Now, I'm going to put these in my bag. I'm going to grab my light and we're going to head out of here. Oh, I think it's something to do with bending down. I feel dizzy again. I feel lightheaded. So I'm going to put my cat balls in my bag. Put the REM pod in here. Where was that? It was in the top. Try to do this with one hand folks, excuse me. Just shut my bag. That's it. Put my REM pod in my pocket now. I'm going to grab my bag, put it on my shoulder and see if this happens. What always happens, we get a bang. Just as we leave, I'm going to turn my light out. There we go. Okay Spirit, I'm getting ready to leave. Thank you for coming forward today. Especially Steve and Charles. Now, can we do what we always do when I leave here? Can you make a big bang behind me? That would be great. Just listen. Just as before I go out the door, you always make a noise to say goodbye, so can we do the same today? Not today. Okay, well thanks for all your interaction this year and we'll see you again soon, early next year. Have a happy new year and we'll do it again. Okay folks, well there was nothing that time yet. I'm not out the door yet, but I'm not out the door yet. Look at the snow here. So I'm going to end this live now folks. This is one of my first time live. The places we go to we don't usually get a signal. So thanks for watching. Please like and share. We did get some stuff there, but it's time to go home. And have a happy new year everybody. Hope 2024 is going to treat you better than 2023. Cheers now. I'm going to go, if I can find out how to stop this. Oh there we go. Okay folks, thanks very much. Catch you later.